This is Lee with 82 Gaming 12. I'm back with video 16 to pick up where I left off in the middle of an activation. And so we're going to get right to it. We're not going to spend too much time discussing prior events or anything. We're just going to jump right into it. Let you know we're playing Eylau, so maybe pronounced Eylau instead of I, and 1807, and it's a game by Sound of Drums. Move my cotton here out of the way. Designed by Uwe Walentin, and came out in 2023. Part of the GameFound crowdfunding system, and you need to go check out Sound of Drums at soundofdrumsgames.com. We develop and publish thrilling historical board games. And don't forget about the Chessick dice that I'll be giving away. I'll have a question in the last video. I can't tell you what video number that's going to be because I haven't recorded it yet. But I'll have a questionnaire that regards something to do with something I discussed or said in one of the other videos. And so if you watch the videos, you probably have a better chance of being able to locate the answers or the answer to my question. And I'll tell you how to submit your answer and all of that in the last video. So those are actually the three I'm giving away right there. All right, so the reason I'm doing that is we've got Chessick made some dice for this game with the coat of arms on the side of the dice where the 6 would be. So you have the French coat of arms and the Russian coat of arms. And you can check out more information about Chessick's at chessicks.com. And so here's the dice showing the coat of arms. I've showed this many times, so just doing it again. All right, so the first activation we had was the Russians. They've got the initiative, and Lestok is making his way onto the map. The reinforcement rules there in the scenario tell us that they enter via the road. So I'm not able to just rush them all on across, but they have to enter on the road. Now they can get off of the road after they enter, but of course they've got to stay on the road, which is going to slow down, them actually entering. And they're in strategic order, strategic movement order, which means they can't get closer than 5 hexes to an enemy unit. And so I had placed these orange blocks out here to identify the closest, the 5 hexes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking at like across here. I think it was like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So across there. And then the French got an activation, and I activated Milhaud's cavalry division. The 3rd Dragoons, right here where I have these colored blocks. And so that's where we're at the present time. The ones that I have with the white, tan, and gray blocks are the ones that haven't moved yet. This unit moved, this unit moved. And when we're dealing with movement, The rules in movement 19, rule 19. A unit has to stop when entering an adjacent hex of an enemy unit and can't change its formation after entering a hex adjacent to an enemy unit. So So a unit is not able to move past during one activation. They're not able to continue to move. So these cavalry units, because they're moving trying to move by these Russian squares, their movement is limited. So, and each time they move out of a hex adjacent to a front hex of a enemy unit, that unit can fire on them. That's I just drew a blank here. I don't know why, but opportunity fire. There you go. Okay, so the green hexes are the two cavalry regiments that are attacking this unit. That's identified by two units identified by the red block. That unit was not able to form square. They failed. So this unit over here that's gray is out of command. So the only movement it could do would be to move adjacent, or would be to try to move closer to the commander, which is right here. And so if I don't want to, cause that artillery unit to fire on us, I have to stay right where I'm at. Because if I move, I'm going to get blasted. Not only that, I'm going to have to stop. Really, I'm kind of stuck, between these artillery units, and this square. So that's gonna cause some problems. What happened here? Okay, so looking over here, I still have this unit here that I haven't activated. Now I have the 1st Division here, so I don't really need to move up there. I would have liked to have hit this artillery unit in the flank, but there wasn't enough space to slide through there. So I'm thinking that I might bring this unit back around here, but really I've got to get rid of this square unit here. It's blocking up. It's kind of clogging up the area here, because I've got to stop if I move adjacent to it. So if we attack this square right here, more than likely the cavalry are going to take a loss and not do anything. Plus they're going to get fired on. possibly lose units that way too. So and I really don't want to have this unit here charge those guns. So I'm kind of really stuck here in what I'm going to do here. I know this unit here, I'm going to be able to force it to retreat. And when that happens, then I'll be able to move this unit. So I'm just going to move them right there. That way they're not going to be able to get fired upon by these artillery units. So that one's finished. The leader here, I guess he's going to move to here, not charge. That way he's close enough to activate these other guys. Okay, so now we're finished with the 3rd Dragoons moving. So now we go to the charge that's taking place right here. So these guys are in column. So they're going to have an opportunity to do some defensive firing. And so they've got to fire here and then here. Those are the two. They have to fire at both of the attacking units. If they have more than one target, they have to fire at them. So they're going to have a strength of 1. And I don't think they're going to be able to even hit due to the fact that there's snow, which is going to cause a -1. Yeah, it's not going to affect anything. They can't even do any damage. Even if they roll a 12, there's no other modifier even when firing at cavalry. So we can go right to the charge. So we've got 8 and 7, so that's 15 for the attacker. Defender, there's 5. Let's see, 5 minus 7 is 2, and then the bottom unit, strength of 3 minus 1 is 2, so that we're looking at 4. 15 to 4. That's going to be 4 to 1 easily. We round up. If it's 0.5 or higher, you round up. So 4 to 1, and we got a -3. Okay. Defender is not elite, but he is Russian, so that's a +1. So now we're at -2. Let's see, third division is in an attack order, so they don't get any bonus there. They're being attacked from more than one hex, so we're back to -3. That's a -1, so it's up to -3. And infantry in column, let's see. We don't have lancers, those are dragoons. Okay, the cavalry charging units did not lose any fire to combat. They're not elite. They're not green. It wasn't short distance. Okay, the infantry was not in square, so that's another -4. So now we're at -7. And when you have a -7, that's going to be an automatic failure. They can't. No matter what we roll, they're not going to be higher than 9 or higher. So, okay, they're going to have to take 2 losses and retreat. Well, the top unit's going to be destroyed because it's the one that takes the losses first. So that unit is destroyed. So that's a loss for the Russians. They've got to lose one of their gray cubes. And what happened here? Oh, I must have taken, oh, I did. I took the wrong one. Okay, so that was 2 losses. Okay. This unit here has got to retreat 6 hexes, so it's just retreating through these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back that way. And then we're going to have, let's see here. I'm going to have this guy move in here. All right. Now we pull out another cube. Oh, it's the fire cube. All right, so we've got simultaneous fire, and we're going to start over here on my left. We've got a range of only 4. So Tukov, I gotta see, that's what, 5D. He's a hold. Now I believe a hold can still fire, but I gotta make sure. Yeah, units may fire in simultaneous. So all right, so this unit here is going to fire 1, 2, 3. It's going to fire at this unit that's in square right there. All right, so I dropped this tally stick. Oh. All right, we got a strength of 2. The range is 3. So that's going to be times 2, so it's strength of 4. And they're firing at a unit in column. Okay. Or column, I'm sorry, in square. That's plus 4. Minus 1 for the snow. So it's going to be a plus 3. I rolled an 8, becomes an 11. That's going to be a hit. And of course, I need to put out the smoke marker. And we've got a hit on this unit here. All right. Okay, and we're going to have this unit and column, square, is now going to fire on that cavalry unit sitting right there beside it. With a strength of 2, let's see, we'd have to roll a 12. That's what we have to roll. We didn't. Snow really makes it difficult. Okay, next. See if we've got any more. No. This guy, he's too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a range of 4, so in the snow he can't reach. Okay, let's go with this unit here. It's in column, firing on Lavelle. So let's see what the troops are in. They're in line. So with the snow, we're gonna need a 12. No. Okay. And of course they fire back. However, they're in line. And so he's got strength of 9. So he can use 4 strength. Firing on this unit, or there's 2 of them there, in column. So that's going to be 6, strength of 6, because line gets to multiply their strength by 2. So that's going to be 6. We've got defensive fire. I did not add that. Infantry gets defensive fire. That's something that's new. So that's a +1, but it wouldn't have mattered. I didn't roll close enough to what was needed. Okay, so, but they still would have been able to fire earlier when I had the cavalry. They would have still had to get a 12, but they still should have been able to fire. Okay, so defensive fire, but this isn't defensive fire. Earlier was defensive fire. This is not defensive fire. I'm getting confused here. I'm confusing myself. So no defensive fire, but infantry versus infantry in column is a +1. So +1 for that, -1 for the snow. So we're just going to be straight up strength of 6. And I rolled an 8. That's a hit. So the top unit takes a hit. So now it has 2 hits. Okay. Infantry's got to be adjacent in order to be able to fire. Okay. All right, so this artillery here will be able to fire right here. One hex side, okay, blocking terrain does not block fire. So, all right, they're in line. We've got a strength of 8 heavy. So that's going to be 8. Range of 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going to be 8. +1 for heavy, -1 for snow, and they're in line, so No other bonus. 4 is not enough. So we can turn that over. And now we can have this artillery. There's 2 of them there. These artillery units are going to fire right here at those units in column. And so we have a strength of 4. No other bonus for, they're not heavy, they're just foot artillery. Range is 2, so that's going to be times 2. So they're going to be firing at a strength of 8. -1 for snow. +2 artillery against column. So it's going to be a +1. So we've got 8, 9. I said that's a strength of 8. That's going to be a hit. So this unit takes a hit. So now they're at 5. Okay. Put a smoke marker on that one. Okay. We'll go back to the Russians. I'm going to fire with these guys. And, well, they can't. Not there. They would have to go over here. This guy's blocking. This guy's at a lower level. So we can fire right there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 7. Both are heavy. Okay, so that's +1, -1 for the snow. And the target's in line. We got 9, 10. Okay. Okay, that's a hit. We do have, let me go back over here because I do have this unit here, right here. Almost forgot about him. He's going to fire at this artillery right there. Okay. And as I said, one hex side obstructed terrain does not block fire. So they're able to fire into those. Let's see, we got a strength of 2. They're not heavy or light. Range is 2 times 2 is going to be a strength of 4. -1 for the snow. 6, 5 is a miss. So okay. Okay, Russians. Say, turn there. This guy could turn here. So, unit here. All right, let me swing back over here. All right, so I turned both of those. They're allowed to turn one vertex. Well, maybe they can turn more than that. I know they can turn to reposition. Well, I know it's in there because I remember reading it. So, and I've been doing it. So, I think you're supposed to do it at the very beginning, but I just do it as I work around. So, here we've got 6. They're both heavies. We're going to fire 1, 2. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to fire right here. They're in line. So it's 6, strength is 6, plus 1 for being heavy, minus 1 for the snow, so it's just straight up. 5 is not enough. Okay, so. And let's see here. I don't have any other, let's see, I don't have any other units to fire on this wing, as I call it. So we'll go ahead and fire with this horse artillery. They can fire this guy. He's equal distance. So either one probably has an easier target here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's going to be a -1. So that's 8, -1 is 7, is not enough. Now if you put like, okay, if I was to put this horse artillery with a heavy artillery, they would have to fire separately. You cannot combine them and use the heavy modifier. That's one of the rules that keep, gamey situations. Okay. So now let's move around and see what we have here. Next we will go to, we don't have any more French firing right now. So let's take care of these heavies here, or this artillery here. So we've got these 2 here. That's 8. Okay. And they can fire at that cavalry unit right there. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to be times 2. So that's going to be 16. Or I could fire them separately at 8 apiece. It's going to be -1 for the snow. So let's just fire them together as 16. I rolled 6. -1 is 5. And that's still going to be a hit. So okay. that regiment, horse regiment, there's going to get destroyed, I think. So we've got here, that's 8 heavies. Actually get a +1 there. I didn't add their +1, did I? No. What had a 6? There's still just 1. Okay. Okay. So we're firing here. That's going to be 1, 2 is going to be ×2. So that's 8 × 2 is 16. +1 for the heavy, -1 for the snow. I got a 5. So that's still a hit. Okay. And I don't have any French guns to try to silence those guns or do anything really. Okay, so now we've got these 2. That's 8 × 2 is 16. Because again, the obstruction is only along this edge here. They can still see them, still fire on them. So +1 for heavy, -1 for the snow. 6. That's going to be another hit. Okay. And then we have this unit. That's going to be ×4. So that's going to be 8. +1 for heavy, -1 for snow. So 8. We got 10. That's going to be a hit. They provide you with plenty of these markers for marking your losses. And you got plenty of smoke markers. All right, now we move. Don't have anybody here. I thought, I'm trying to get these guns up here, but I wasn't able to get them up there. That's one thing I was trying to do. Just get those guns up there to blast that. I want to get these guns up here or here to blast that square. So, okay. Now again, this guy could actually turn like that. What we got here? Oh, they're in square. So let's start here. Okay, in a square. Strength of 2, -1 for the snow. I think you're gonna have to get a 12. 9's not enough. This one here, firing here, again that's square, strength of 2, -1 for the snow. 8's not enough. Here we've got line. Firing here. It's only got 2 strength points left, but that's 2 times 2 is 4, -1 for the snow. Oh, we got a 12. So I said 4 at 11 is minus, it's a hit. And have this unit firing there. Strength of 2 with a -1. 6 becomes a 5. Miss. Okay. So I do have those guns, but we're not able to fire through this square. See, so they're not able to fire this unit. So I've got to go back up here to where I do have units that can fire, which are the Russians. Okay. So this unit's not going to be able to fire. We could fire at this guy though. He could turn like so. So let's fire with him first. He's firing there. Alright, so these guys are just foot artillery. Okay, field artillery. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3 times 2 is 12. So -1 due to the snow. Rolled a 9, becomes an 8. It's a hit. So okay. All right, now we have this firing here. Could fire. They could fire separately. I could have one firing here, and then the other could be firing this unit. Oh, sorry, you can't see, can you? All right, there we go. So, even though these units are stacked, they don't have to fire at the same target. So I could fire. This is a range of just 2. Which means we're going to be multiplying times 2. So I could fire 6 strength here and 6 strength here. Of course, they're just field artillery. They're not going to have a positive modifier. It's going to be a negative because of the snow. Or I could fire 12 at one of the targets. If I fire at 12, I've got a better opportunity of getting a hit because I just need a 6 or more. Of course, I need a 7 or more because -1 due to the snow. So maybe I better do that. Okay, we're going to fire at the unit that I have the red block near. So, oh, we got a 10. Becomes a 9. And that's 2 hits. Okay. So, two hits. Oh, 2 hits becomes 3, not 2. All right. Let's see. We can go now with this unit that's in square, firing here. what they've got. Okay, strength of 2. -1 for the snow. I rolled a 3, that miss. Okay. If I pull back, okay, I don't have any units that right there that are going to be firing. Don't have any artillery right there, but I do right here for the French. I've got these guns. Okay. There's one there, there's one there, one there. So I've got 3 sets of guns here. Alright, so we'll start off with this one here, firing here. That's 1, 2, 3. So the strength of 4, and that's field artillery. And we're going to have -1 for the snow. Ooh, I rolled a 4. Becomes a 3, which is nothing. Okay. Let's move to this artillery there. They're gonna fire there too. That's 1, 2, 3. That's still gonna be times 2. So that's gonna be still 4 -1. Alright, we got 4. We're gonna have to have at least a 10. I rolled an 8, that's not enough. And then the next artillery unit next to it, same thing, strength of 4, -1 for the snow. 7's not enough. French just are not having much luck on fire phase here. Alright, let's see here. So, okay, right here, we've got this unit can fire on these Cossacks. Of course, the Cossacks can evade. So, they are just going to move out of the way. So, that takes care of that. Now, there is that artillery unit there, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's out of range. No one's within range. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's not going to be able to fire. So let's move over here where we have, let's see. Okay, so we've got this unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Good fire right there. Strength 2. -1 for the snow. Well, the 7's not enough. So that's going to be a miss. And the Russians don't have anybody. The only person that's going to be able to fire is this one right here. These guys don't have anybody in range, and there's not any artillery here. So I'm going to fire here. 1, 2, 3 with this unit. So that's going to give us a strength of 4. Still a -1 for the snow. 8 becomes 7. That's not enough. That's another miss. Yeah, the French are going to have to. They have to get those guns together together. They got to master artillery. They're not. All right, so we've got that artillery unit there. This is just going to fire right at these guys in column. So, yeah, they're 2 X's away. So strength's going to be 4. They're in column. That's going to be a +2. -1 for snow, so it's just a +1. Roll to 10 becomes an 11. Strength of 4. It's going to be 1 hit. So okay. And then over here, let's do the Russians first. They're firing at that French battalion in column. So strength of 2, +1 for infantry firing on infantry in column, -1 for the snow. 7's not enough. And then return fire, same thing. 6 is not enough. Okay, so that takes care of that simultaneous fire phase. So now I have to go around and select all of the, go back here. Go through here and collect all of the smoke markers. But I don't think that thing, all it does is get me hot. See, I can brighten up the, there we go. We can brighten up the picture. Ah. Okay. Get in here and get the rest of these. Yeah, I just realized I've been pronouncing Augier, and it's actually Ugaroo. something like that. Ugaroo, the Corps Commander for the 7th, General of the 7th. I think I've always been pronouncing it. See if I can get the. Come on, you. I don't know what's going on with my. There we go. I was pronouncing it Arguier, and it's Ugaroo. 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 So. Okay, so now we have that activation completed, and we can now move on to the next one. And it's French. I don't want to put that in there yet. I want to put it out here. Okay, so we've got the French activated again after that red activation. So I could actually activate Malhand again. Malhad and his third Dragoons. And I think I will, because I'm going to capture this artillery is one thing. So of course it's going to be a short charge. So and he's in command. In fact, all of them are in command. So all right, so I can let's see here. Well, since that artillery turned up there, they created a gap. So I can come in there and hit them. So we're going to go 1. Okay. Oh, and this is their second activation, so their movement is reduced. Oh, I also have to. These units that well, I only had this one. This one here was the one that charged. I didn't flip him over. This one had to be flipped over because he charged. So I didn't do that. Okay, so instead of a 7, this one starts with a movement of 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. All right. And he could actually attack either one. Well, he's on that far. I'm going to put another red and green here. So we're going to go here. And let's see here. I'm going to activate, let's see, if I activate this guy, I'm going to activate this guy. So this guy cannot see him. So I move him here, and now I can see him. But he's only got 2, so he can't go to square. He's only got, you have to have at least 3 strength points. He's only got 2. So he can't go to square. Okay. And I'm going to move this guy. No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm just going to leave him right there. Okay. This guy here is going to move to here. Now when he moves, he's getting fired upon. So I have to use these other colors. Alright, so there we're going to have, he's got a strength of 2. It's going to be -1 for the snow. This is not defensive fire, it's opportunity fire. Rolled a 6 is not enough, so he didn't do anything. Okay. But he does have to stop. Now right here, we're going to exit this square's frontal X. We've got to get a 12. A 6 is not enough. Alright, so there's, okay, they've got a 5. They have a 7, but -2 for second activation. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where he moves. Which is going to put some of these guys out of command. That's all right. Okay, so now let's do our assaults and defensive fire first. Okay, so defensive fire right here. Of course, we've got this is light cavalry. I mean light artillery. Okay, so adjacent, that's going to be 2 times 4, so a strength of 8. Okay, -1 for snow. 9 becomes 8, and I said his strength is what, 8, and I rolled an 8, so that's a hit. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. Okay, here we've got this unit here has a strength of 2 times 2 because he's in line, so that's a strength of 4. Defensive fires +1, snow is -1, so it's just straight up. And re-rolled a 10 at strength of, what I say, 2 and 2 and 4 is 8. Okay, that's a hit. Okay, that'll be that unit's first hit. Okay. Put that there. And then the one over here, they, well, wait, I only turned them there. So they can fire. I didn't turn them all the way like that. I just turned them like that. That's not, okay, so that's, these are just field artillery though. So 6, that's still gonna be what? They're gonna fire twice over there. Okay, so that's 3 times 4 is 12, and then 4 times 3 times 4 is 12 again. So they want to fire separately. So okay, -1 for the snow. Okay, first one, 6 becomes a 5. That's a miss. And the next one, oh, that's 9, 8. That's a hit. So just one hit, that wasn't too bad on that artillery unit. I mean that cavalry regiment. All right. Okay, so now we're ready for the charges. So we come down here, and it's going to be 4 against 2. Okay. So that's 2 to 1. So we got -1. Okay. Defender is Russian, so that's +1, so we're at 0. Not elite or green. They are under, 3rd Division is under attack orders still. So no bonus there. Okay. Not charged to the flank or rear. Okay, artillery alone in a hex -5. So now we're at -5. Okay. Charging unit. They did lose an SP, so that's going to be +1. So we're at -4. They're not elite or green. Wasn't short distance. No, it was short distance. They were already adjacent. So that's +2. So now we're at -2. Charging uphill, +2 more. So we're at 0. Okay. I rolled a 9. So they stand. Oh. So the artillery unit stands. All right. Now we go to the next one. Okay, this one here. All right. So what do we got here? We got 6. He's only got a strength of 2. So 8 to 2, that's 4 to 1. So that's going to be -3. Okay, defender. It's not a leader green, but he's Russian, so that's +1. So now we're at -2. He's got attack orders. He's not being attacked by more than 1 hex or flank or rear. He's not in obstructed terrain. Okay. charging unit did lose a strength point due to fire, so that's +1, so we're at -1. Not a leader green. It wasn't short distance. Not fatigued. It's not going uphill. Cavalry against infantry not in square, -4. So now we're back to -5. So, you know, if I rolled a 12, that's still going to be a 7. So they've got to retreat. They're going to lose 2 and retreat, which I think that destroys that unit. That unit's gone. So yeah, they only had 2 left. So they're going to be gone, which means the Russians lose another cube. All right. And of course that that cavalry unit can move. But no, they were going up. No, they weren't. They were here. So they can actually move into that hex. Okay. And now the last one is, let's see, that's strength of 5 against a strength of 6. It's going to be 1-to-1. And let's see, defender is Russian, so that's going to be +1. But the only thing that's going to matter, let's see, that's left wing. Yeah, see what the left wing is. Left wing is in defend, so they actually get +2. So now they're at +3. Okay. But they're alone in the hex, so that's -5. So that's going to be -2. They did lose a strength point, so that's now -1 due to fire combat. Okay, so it's going to be -1. Oh, I rolled a 3, becomes a 2, so they're going to be captured. So that's two blocks, gray blocks, and this unit can move in there. So there we are. Okay, now we're not ready for the next block, which is a green. So, do we want to activate? Lestock again? I could bring in, that would bring in all of the, start bringing in all the troops. So, yeah, I think so. I've got, it marked. So, let's do that. I'm going to bring them in so that next hour they can go on the attack. So, okay, so cavalry their movement is reduced by 2. So this one here has 7, okay, times half is 3.5, so that's going to be 10. So this one can move 10. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, he's going to move right there. Okay. And this one here has 7 minus 2 is 5. Half of that's 2.5, so it's actually going to have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as it can go. Okay. This one here, basically all I can just move them up like this. This one here, same thing, 7. So they can move up to there. These guys can move to there. Now, these infantry units, they still have, let's see, they just lose 1 movement factor, so they have 5, and then times half they're gonna have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can just move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It comes off the road there, and then I've got a couple more units here to bring in. So all right, I'm going to bring these two here in, okay, together. So of course their movement is, oh, they're in column, sorry, flip them over. Okay, so -1 is 5 times half, so it's going to be 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one be just right here behind, right there. Okay, so that's where they ended up. I actually put this guy out of range, I think. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, out of range, but that's all right. It doesn't move, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now let's go back to drawing a cube, activation cube, another green. So now they can focus on either moving someone else or attacking or doing something of that nature. Oh, and again, I didn't flip over these I didn't flip over these cavalry units to their tired side. And it was just that one right there too, this one. There we go. Okay, and I've got, oh no, this is we got to go with the Russians here. Let's go I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come right down here and I'm going to activate Tolstoy right here. He wanted, I was trying to go right there. I was trying to give him like a hold order or something so that he could try to regain some strength, but didn't have that luxury. That guy's only got one left. He's going to have to retreat out of there, or move out of there. Of course, this artillery guns here are blocking their path. They pulled up behind them, so these guys can actually get in here and claim some of this Eylau. So, well, I'm going to activate Tolstoy, the second division, and they do have attack orders. So let's have them do something here. This guy here. All right, so he's going to move. Of course, when he goes into that village, he automatically goes to general order. So uphill is 1, then 2 into the village. Okay. If he moves to here, that would be 3, 4, 5. He can't move there. So that's as far as he can move right now. This unit here, if he goes here, that's 1, 2. Okay, that's 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So he goes to there and then changes. Okay. This guy here is elite. So we want to go right there. So that's 1, 2, 3 to move into there. This guy wants to get out of here, and he's going to turn and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. He pulls back. This guy here is just going to stay where he's at. These guns. So I can move them up one at a time. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn them like that. This one could do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This guy here. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. He's going to move to there. This guy here is actually going to move Well, he's not going to move. He's going to attack right there. And Tolstoy is going to come down and assist. Where does he want to go? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So he goes to there. And I think that's it. So we've got this guy and this guy. Oops. Are attacking there. And then over here, got this guy attacking there. All right, so let's do our defensive fire. Okay. And so we'll fire here first. This unit can fire 4 strength. 4 strength at ×2, but he has 2 targets, so he has to fire half and half. So that'll be 2 at each one. So let's just change that. So okay, so firing at the green that has Tolstoy. Okay. And these guys are in column. Yeah. All right, so that's defensive fire +1. Infantry versus column, infantry column +1 is 2, +2, -1 for the snow. So it's going to be a +1. Strength is going to be half of the available, which is strength of 4. Only half ×2 is still 4. So strength of 4 +1. Rolled an 11, becomes 12. Strength of 4. That's going to be 2 hits. No asterisk, so we can't check for casualty loss. But this one took 2 hits, which means that's 3 now. Three hits. And let's see, I do need to put that on top so I know that they took a loss. Okay, so the other half fires here. So again, that's going to be a strength of 4 +1. And I rolled 11 again, +1 is 12. So I believe that's 2 hits again. Yeah. So that one takes 2 hits. Okay. And then this unit here, because he was not being attacked, assaulted, but he's adjacent to a unit that's assaulting, he can fire. So he's going to be able to use all of his firepower, which is 4 strength points ×2 is 8 with a +1. So 8, see, that's 5, 6. I don't think that did anything. Nope. Okay. All right, let's go over to here. These guys are in column. These guys are in line. So again, That's going to be a strength of 8. Defensive fire +1. Infantry versus infantry column +1 is +2. -1 for the snow. So +1. Rolled a 5, becomes a 6. Don't think that's enough. Nope. All right. So let's just stay there and do the assault right here. All right. So we have a strength of 9. These guys have a strength of, on the bottom, yeah, 8. And this guy's 2. So that's 10. So it's going to be 1 to 1. Defender. Defender is not elite or green or Russian. They are, however, second division of 3rd Corps, right? No, 4th Corps. They're in defend, so that's a +2. So we've got a +2. Infantry in line assaulted by infantry in column -1. So now we're just a +1. Assaulting unit. They didn't lose any fire from they didn't lose any strength points. They are elite though, so that's -1, so we're at 0. Some of them are elite. That's it, so we're at 0. So, oh, the leader's present, so that's +2. I rolled a 7, becomes a 9, so they hold. They just stay where they're at. Nobody loses anything. Okay. So now we move back the other assault. Okay. And so we've got here we've got 3. Here we've got 1 and 3. That's 4, so they've got a strength of 7 against 9. Let's see. 7, 2. Bring down 0. So it's not going to be 1 to 2. That's going to be still 1 to 1. We have elite units. Okay. But we do that later. The defender. It's not elite or green or Russian. They are, 3rd division is in a defend order, so that's +2. All right, so we got +2. Attack by more than 1 hex, -1, so we're +1. So we've got, let's see, line being attacked by column, that's -1, assaulted. So now we're at 0. Okay, lost strength point due to fire combat, so that's +1. Elite -1, so we're still back to 0. Okay. I rolled a 6, so they are going to be forced to retreat and lose a strength point. So 1, 2. Let's see, they can just go this way. Well, they could go. No, they can't go there. They got to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they could actually land there. Okay. And so this unit here, well, actually I could have this unit go in. It could actually be the one to go in there, turn him like that. Okay. Okay, so Tolstoy is finished. Next cube is French. All right, so what are we going to do? Well, what are we going to do here? I think we may need to go ahead and activate the guard. Right here. They have, I've already activated one cube, so they just need one more cube here. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. We're going to activate the guard. So I'm going to activate Bessieres, and I've already was able to change his orders to attack. So the guard is under attack orders. So all right, so we're going to activate them. Okay, so I'm going to move this one here. So they had to move 1, 2, 1, 2, moving adjacent to a Russian unit. And then move that back. Move here. So that's 1, 2. This unit's going to turn over. He goes 1, 2, 3. Move right there. This unit out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He actually goes underneath. Okay. All right. So we have this artillery unit's going to go 1, 2, unlimber. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and unlimber. Okay. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to send some over here. What's the deal here with this? There we go. Okay, I'm going to send some over here to help over here. So, of course, this unit here is going to use the road. So, along the road, and I didn't count that right for the artillery over here with Lestok, because the artillery, they get another bonus, only a half point bonus. So on the roads, each hex is only half. But anyway, so this unit here can move 2 hexes will equal 1. So okay, so by moving, of course they're going up. Oh, this one. So that's 1, and then upslope. Okay. Which only cost half, I guess. No, it's only on just the road. Well, they're on the road though. So okay, so anyways, 1, I'll go ahead and count this. 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Of course, this unit here, when it comes out of here, it has to change formation, so that's cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This unit here, of course, comes out of the village. Okay, cost 1, 2 to change formation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up there. This unit turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. There. Let's see. These guns are going to go, well, they have to go up and then down. They have to follow that road. So I guess that would just cost a 1 full point here. 1, and then going down slope 2, 3, 4, 5. And then of course, let's see here, this unit, because he wasn't there, we'll just turn him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then half a point would be 7. Okay, this unit here, of course he goes 1, 2, down slope 2, and then 3 changes to here, 3, then goes 4 right there. Let's see here, and then Bessieres, turn this cavalry here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one here is going to turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn. You're not even seeing it, are you? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. This one turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Napoleon stays there. Bessieres with this unit, who's got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he'll move up to there. Well, he needs to move up again, so he'll have to move to there. Or, let's see, he may have to move to here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so okay, let's see here. If you're charging somebody that's in obstructed terrain, you're going to get a +2. That's pretty much the only way to get them out, though. You're going to have numbers. So okay, so we've got that assault, and we've got this one here. All right, so defensive fire, we'll go with here first. This one has a strength of 3. When you're in obstructed terrain, the most you can fire out of a hex is 2. So, and your strength is going to be 2. And targets in obstructed terrain, that's -3. -1 for snow, that's -4. You get +1 for defensive fire. So it's going to be -3. With a strength of only 2, you can't do anything. There's no, it's not going to, you can't roll high enough to get a hit. So it's just going to go straight to the assault. So we've got strength of 8 against 3. 6. Yeah, that's going to round up to 3-1. So -2. Defender is Russian, so it's a -1 now. They're in attack orders. They are in obstructed terrain, so that's +2, so we're at +1. The assaulting unit is French Guard Grenadiers, so that's -2. So now we're at -1. Okay. 7 becomes 6, so they lose a strength point and have to retreat. And if I keep them in line, they just retreat 4. So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. That, and then these guys can advance in there. Okay. All right, and then over here we've got a strength of 9. Okay, against 6. That's going to round up 2-1. 2-1 becomes -1. Defender is elite, so that's +1, so we're at 0. They are in obstructed terrain, so that's +2. And let's see, defender didn't lose any. They are French Guard Grenadiers, so now that's -2, so we're at just 0. And we rolled a 9, so nobody goes anywhere. They just stay where they're at. Defenders hold. All right. Okay. Another cube. All right, it's Russian. So, who or what, where do we want to hit? Oh, Somnov. That's who I want to use. 4th Division. Okay. He's got attack orders. Okay. So, this is Somnov. 4th Division. Tell you what, let's Fourth Division has attack orders. Okay. So we don't have any elite units here. But we can hit these guys pretty hard. So, all right, so this guy here, he's going to go here. That's going to cost 1, 2, 3. Okay, these guys here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these two guys coming in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, let's see, what we got here? Okay, so these guys will move up 1, 2 to him. These guns, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna flip them over and bring them in instead of leaving them there. That's 2, and then downslope 3, 3, 4, 5. Boom, right there. Okay. So, all right, let's put this on 4th division here. Okay, so we're gonna have these guys attacking these guys, and then the other 2 are gonna attack this square. Like so. Okay, this guy's in line. Defensive fire. He's got 8 strength, so he can fire his 4. He's got to fire 2 here and 2 there. So against the green target, we've got 2 times 2 is 4. Defensive fire plus 1. Infantry versus infantry in columns plus 1. So we're at plus 2. Snow minus 1. So we got a plus 1. 7, 8, and we've got a strength of 4. I don't think it's enough. No. Okay. Now firing at the black target, same thing, which means we're going to have a plus 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. That is a hit. So, okay, let me just put that on top of them. Okay, now the square unit has got a strength of 8, but they can only fire a strength of 2 out of a square, and they've got to fire 1 at each target, 1 of these targets. So we'll fire at the blue target first. They're in column, defensive fire, so it's going to be plus 2, minus 1 for the snow, so it's plus 1 with a strength of only 1. Ooh, we got an 11, 12. That's a hit. So this unit takes a hit. Now we fire back at the black target. Same thing. We're going to have an 11. 8, 9's not enough. Okay. Okay. So now let's go to the assault. We'll start over here with the green against the red. Strength of 8. These guys have an 11. Okay. So it's going to be 1 to 1. It doesn't round up. 1 to 1. Defender is not elite or green or Russian. They do have a defend order. So that's plus 2. Okay. They're not being attacked by more than 1 hex. Infantry in line assaulted by infantry in column is minus 1, so now we're just plus 1. Assaulting unit didn't lose any strength points due to fire. They're not elite. They're green. And that's it. So we're going to have a plus 1. $12 becomes 13. So the attackers have to lose 1. Assaulting units, they lose 1. And you stay there. All right, so now we go to this other assault. I'm going to take this down so I can see what's what here. Okay, so we've got a strength of 8 there, and here we've got a strength of 10. So that's 18 against 8. That's going to be 2 to 1. Minus 1. Defender is not elite or green. They're not Russian. They are being attacked by more than 1 hex. So now we're at minus 2. In square, assaulted by infantry. That's plus. Says plus 1. I think that should be a minus 1. Is what that should be. So now we're at minus 3. Maybe it is a plus 1. I don't see. Oh, that wouldn't be a plus 1. That would be a minus 1. I believe. I think that's just a mistake on the chart. I think that should have been a minus 1. Maybe they're saying their morale, being assaulted, their morale is stronger. So, all right, let's do the the plus. So now we're at minus 2. I could see where that would be I've been doing it, I think, as a plus 1. I can see that as a morale booster being in square. But I could also see where it would be a minus, not a plus. But okay. I've been doing it as a plus, so we'll just leave it like that. They did lose in strength point due to fire combat, so that's a plus 1. So now we're at minus 1, and that's it. So minus 1. Oh, that's 3. Minus 1 is a 2. They are going to lose a strength point and be forced to retreat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn them like that. That's where they went. Let's see here. I had some units that were forced to retreat, and I didn't roll for so actually, let me mark this. That unit's got to roll. I missed this on this unit right here. This unit should have rolled because the unit right here was forced to retreat. So he has got to roll to stand, or he's going to retreat. So let's go ahead and do that. That was a mistake on my part. They're not elite. There's not any cavalry nearby. So it's going to be a minus 1. Adjacent friendly unit retreats. So it's going to be a minus 1. I rolled an 8. Minus 1 is a 7. They stand. It's 6 or less. So, okay. got to remember to roll that. So, okay, and then what about this? What about this cavalry unit that's just right there, ready to pounce if this guy's retreating? um, I think all of that, what it does, it just adds more and more and more rules. And it's not something we want. We don't want more and more and more rules cluttering up the game. So, let's roll. Well, we actually get to move somebody in here. And let's move these guys. Let's put these guys here. So these guys will move in. You always roll for the stands, roll a stand at the end of the activation, whether it be simultaneous fire or during an activation. Wait until the activation is over. Alright, so see that unit there, if it fails, it has to retreat, because it can't retreat here where these guys are at. Well, I guess it could push these guys out, but they would be forced to retreat here and lose another strength point and then move here. So, okay. So, there is cavalry. No? Yeah, within 3 hexes. So, that would be -2, and then -1 for a friendly unit retreated. So, we got a -3. They rolled a 10, which is a 7, which means they're okay. They don't go anywhere. All right. So Somnov had some success there. Solt is going to have to do something there. He's going to have to get those guys fired up to hold their ground. So we pull out a cube, and this is French. So the French can activate again. All right. Well, one thing is I can move, I can do Bessiers again. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Who do we want to activate? Need to be focusing on doing something over there on the Russian left, but we got Lestat coming down here. Tell you what was scary looking are all these artillery units here that are stacked up here. This right wing artillery just to start blasting at my units. So I can activate Joseph and go up against his units. Do have best years there coming up to replace. I'm going to activate best years again, so that I can get those. So we're going to activate best years here. That'll be a second activation. Infantry and artillery -1 movement point, cavalry -2. So this is artillery, but it's horse artillery. I guess it's still -1. So yeah, so here we go. They can move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he'll turn like this. And let's see here, what do we got here? Okay, we've got that's 6, movement of 6. So 1, 2. This guy up there, here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This unit here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. He could go 4. Okay, can't do that. Well, he could go there and just stay. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Artillery, cavalry unit there. 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They only have a movement of 6. So this one's only got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back here we've got the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And let's see, I'm actually gonna move this guy. He moves there. That's 1, 2. And then he minus 1 for second activation, so he's at 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, so we're done there. Another French activation. So now we're going to activate Joseph. So, all right. Unit here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He goes to there. Now this unit here can either charge, reaction charge, or not. He's got to decide now. So that would be at, let's see, that's going to be at yeah, that would be it. I think that would be 1 to 2 if you reaction charge. But that's going to be a short charge. It's going to be 2 to 1. He just sits there. He's going to reaction charge. He really don't have so yeah, he's going to reaction charge. So this unit is actually at 6. So really it rounds up in favor, it rounds up, not down. So half goes up. So yeah, that would be 1 to 2. So that's plus 2. Okay. He's not going to get, he would get the benefit of +1 for being the defender. And he doesn't have to worry about the short charge. Which is +2. So, but he's just going to have to take a loss. He's not going to have to retreat. He can stand his ground, is what I'm saying, instead of being forced to retreat. But then he can be attacked by another. So he might as well take his lickings now. All right, so it's 6 to 4. That's going to round up to 2 to 1. So that's -1. Defending, he's +1 for being Russian. He's in attack order. But, okay, we're not finished yet. So if he doesn't reaction charge, then, I can just say, okay, he's going to here to here. Okay. And then he's going to get ganged up on, so. Because this guy's coming right there. And then we have this guy who's going to go 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he goes here to here. And of course, this guy is a cuirassier, so he wants to attack. He doesn't want to take that, so he would be looking to reaction charge. But if he does, then he's going to now be tired. Well, he wouldn't be able to reaction charge anyone else. Otherwise, he's going to be taking he doesn't get a bonus for heavy cavalry against other cavalry. That's a -2. So he wants to attack, which leaves him vulnerable to these other guys. But he's going to attack. All right, so what we have here is we've got 8 against 7. That's just going to be 1 to 1. Okay. Nobody's elite. Okay. The defender is not Russian. They're both under attack orders. Not being charged for more than 1 hex, flank or rear. Okay. Assaulting unit. Like I said, there's no elites, but cavalry at short distance is +2. Heavy cavalry against other cavalry -2. So we're just straight up. So, and a 6. So the French unit has to take a loss and retreat. So 1, 2, 3. So he forced to retreat back to here. This guy can actually move in there. I guess he's forced to move in there. And so this guy can just turn and attack him from just like that. I'll put a black one on him to let him know that that's a short charge. So, and let's see here. Why not? I'll get as much as I can on this guy. So let's. Well, we want to do something about that guy. What's this guy got? He's at 5. I don't think. Well, he's 9. He can get there. So. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 downslope, 6, 7. So he goes to right there. Now when I get there, those dragoons can decide to reaction charge. And he probably wants to do something. Before I can get another cavalry unit. So they want to force him back. So this is where you find out, do you want a reaction charge or not? So let's reaction charge. All right, so we've got a strength of 7 against a strength of 5. So that's not enough to round up. That's 1 to 1. Okay. Defender is not elite. He's not Russian. He's not in defend order, hold, retire. Not charged by more than 1 hex. Okay. Assaulting unit is short distance charge, so that's a +2. Okay. So a +2. 9, 10, 11. So that means they hold, and the charging unit takes a hit. Okay. So they are flipped over to their tired side, and the attacker, original attacker, did move into charge. So that's just my opinion, they would be tired. And wouldn't be able to continue attacking, in other words. Okay, so this guy's finished. Now if I move in here, I think I need to assist here. So he's going to go right there. So now I could use this guy, which would be like the lead unit, and I'm still attacking into his rear. This unit here. So he went 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this guy goes downhill. 1, 2. Three, 4. And so this guy's going to reaction charge over here. Ushers. First these Chevelles. Chashers. Des Chevelle. Alright, so we've got 5, 8. So that's actually going to be 2 to 1. So that's -1. No elites. The defender's not Russian, he's French. They're both attack orders. No flank, no rear. Right. So we're at -1. Charging unit is short distance. Okay, reaction charge is short distance, so that's +2. So now we're at +1. So that's it. So it's going to be +1. Three, 4, 5. So these guys are going to lose a step and push back. Forced to retreat. So I don't know if they retreated at the 4 or the 5 or the 6. 4 or 6. I'm just going to do the at 4 or 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go right there. And these guys could actually move in. That. Okay. So now let's go to the other charges. All right, so right here, this guy was not a short charge. So we've got actually 9 and 4 is 13 to 8. So that's going to be 2 to 1. So let's round up. So 2 to 1. That's -1. Nobody's elite. They are Russian, so that's plus. So now we're at 0. Both attacker and defender are in attack orders. Charge for more than 1 hex, that's -1. Charge through the rear, that's -2. So now we're at -3. Okay. Attackers. So -3. I guess you could say, well, the unit that's attacking from the rear is performing a short charge. So that could be +2. And that is the larger unit. So I'm gonna give the +2 because that unit is the larger unit. So it's gonna be let's say +2. So it's gonna be -1. 7 becomes 6, so course, the Russians lose. And okay, so they have to retreat like here, so that's -2, another loss, because they're retreating you have to retreat through a front hex of a enemy unit, then you lose an additional strength point. Okay, so they're just going to lose 1 for each hex that they have to retreat adjacent enemy unit. So, okay, retreat there, they lose. Retreat here, no. So they've got to retreat 3, right? Or is it only 2? 2 point, yeah, it's rounded down, so only 2. So they would go 1, 2, like that. And then, I guess we'll move this guy in. Like that. Okay. Then we have 1 more over here. Okay, and we do have to, these guys have to be turned over, both of them, for their involvement. They both charged. And then over here, I did flip this guy over. He charged, countercharged. Already flipped this one over. This one back here. Okay. Gotta remember to flip these guys over. Okay, so here we've got 7 and 6 is 13 against 4. That's going to be 3 to 1. Okay, so 3 to 1 is -2. Defender's Russian, so that's +1. So now we're at -1. Attack by multiple hexes, that's -1. So now we're back to -2. These were not short charges. So we're going to be at -2. Five becomes 3. So the Russian unit has to lose a step and retreat. All right, so 1, 2. And somebody can move in there. Let's move that guy in. Like so. Okay. going to move this stuff out of the way. All right. So Joseph's 4th Corps Cavalry have activated, and I think I'm going to stop the video right there, and we'll pick up in the next video with the next activation. So what we have is we've got 5 Russian cubes left, 1 red fire cube, and 7 French. So look over here. The French have had 5 activations, the Russians 4, so pretty even so far. And all of the fighting pretty much has been on the toward the, I guess, the the French left, pretty much. We did have some cavalry operations in the center here from Milhad's group, and he actually activated twice. So did the Guard. And the French really need to get Davout moving over there. He needs to really be pressing hard on the Russians. And Bennington needs to get Goldzine's reserve cavalry in a position to support the center, I believe. So Napoleon's wondering where is Ney at? Why did Ney not keep Lestock busy, preoccupied? Now I've had to activate the Guard. So come back and see what happens. Check out Sound of Drums. At soundofdrumsgames.com, and also we'll take a look, see what Chessex has on their site at chessex.com. Thanks for your support. I'm having a blast playing this game, and I look forward to the next video, and see what is going to transpire here in turn 1300, or you say the 1 o'clock turn, PM turn, in this battle. So see you next time.